Hello, trumpet players. This is Mrs. Geist, and this is video number 3. I'm going to review some stuff kind of fast, and then I'm going to slow down on all the new stuff that you need to know. So opening the case on the floor, and please, I'm going to tell you each time, I really do want a name tag on your case. Pretty please, pretty please. And then you're going to start with your mouthpiece. And remember, high sirens mean that you'll be able to get those high notes. And for brass players, you just have to keep practicing long tones. Those of you who practice have realized that the more you practice, those high notes come out very easily, okay? We talked about on the last video how to make those sirens happen. Okay, push more from your gut and vibrate faster on your lips. Tighten up your bunny muscles a little bit and get those sirens going. Now, remember, a couple of us, I still have to remind you guys, holding the trumpet, I'm very picky with that, okay? We want good habits. And so good habits means your left hand holds the trumpet. So just a quick review. Most of you can do it already. That thumb goes through their left thumb. Your ring finger goes through the ring. Your pinky, I don't really care what you do with it. You can hold it underneath or hold it on top, whatever you want to do. I'm not picky with the pinky. So then some of you are having trouble still. You have to wrap your first and second fingers around the valves right there. Wrap it around. So you've got control of that trumpet with your left hand, okay? I talked a little bit about in class, actually a lot, when we put our mouthpiece in, and the videos too, we put our mouthpiece in and twist it, okay? Then we take our right hand thumb. Very picky with that, as you guys noticed in class. And I put my thumb or my pinky on the top. I drop my elbow, and my hand is like a C. I'm throwing a baseball, okay? I don't want to see a collapsed wrist. I want to see you hold your wrist up high, elbow down, pinky on the top. Remember, our valves need to be pressed down straight with our fingertips, not at an angle. Otherwise, your valves will stick. So again, that thumb, right hand thumb, no nose picking. I don't want it up here, okay? That thumb goes in between the first and second valve casing. Pinky on the top, curve your fingers, drop your elbow down, and keep that hand position like that. The wrist is up high. We don't want a dropped wrist like that. It hurts, actually. All right, so now our first note, oh, remember I told you about fast or quickly oiling your valves from the bottom, okay? I'll teach you the other way later. You don't need to know that right now. So you're going to do a couple squirts in each one. That's on my last video, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. You wiggle it down, shake it down, make sure your mouthpiece isn't flying off. And then your valves should be working pretty well, okay? Now, really important, a few of us have already figured this out. You have your 3 valves. On the top, your valves unscrew. Please don't unscrew them the whole way. Okay, by accident, they'll come unscrewed if you're kind of playing with it, but we want your valves to be tight. If any of them are loosened up and they're turning, you will not get a sound out. And you'll say, Miss Geist, what's wrong? Is there something stuck in my trumpet? All right, it's because these valves are not tightened down. Super important. So you have those 3 to be tightened down. Double check that before you come up to me. Then you've got these at the bottom that unscrew also. We will talk in our next video how to oil the valves properly. But right now, really important to make sure that all of those valve tops are screwed down. So you have 6 of them total. 1, 2, 3, and then the bottom. 4, 5, 6. They have to be tightened down. Some of you already noticed that, okay? Now, I'm holding the trumpet right. I would love for the higher note to come out, okay? I can tell my practicers because my practicers can hold that note out for a very long time with a beautiful sound. So thank you to those who are practicing long tones. Listen to that G again. It's a high note. It's called a G. Big breath. Now, if you want to try your low note, you're going to relax your lips a little bit. Then your buzz is looser. Okay, you're more opened up. Okay, you're relaxing warm air. Now I have some spit in my trumpet. We talked about that on the last video. There's a spit valve here. There's actually 2 of them. On my last video, I told you we don't buzz. We don't want to make sound while we're playing in band class or somebody else is playing. We want to be quiet, especially during concerts. So you blow out the spit. So listen to that high note again, high G. Now quickly in class this week, we introduced the concept of tonguing. So all I want you to think about is keeping your airstream moving and going ta, 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 ta. And I don't want to talk too much about it because most of you will get it naturally. Now I'm going to try the low C. Now I'm going to try the high G. The low G, the low C. I think I messed up before. But here's your low C. High G, I'm just putting more air through it and a little bit more firm with my lips. So we want to start your note with the tongue also. 2, okay? 2, listen. Whoopsie. All right, so in class this week, I want to teach you 5 notes. Those 5 notes are in your blue book, the band book that you bought. So I would suggest working through that blue book by yourself. You don't need me. A lot of people have already gone ahead and played those 5 notes. So I hope that all makes sense to you. Remember, I'm super picky about how you hold your trumpet, okay? Practice those long tones. They become your best friend. Practice the concept of tonguing and see how you're doing there. All right, thank you guys.